Hey, I know we're all slowly melting out here in the Phoenix heat. And while temperatures are rising, the local housing market isn't following the national doom and gloom headlines. If you've been watching the news, you might think everything's frozen. But here in the valley, things are still moving. So let me show you what the numbers are really saying. If I can get over quick enough. Here we go. There's a couple things that stood out, and I have three takeaways. I'm actually probably going to put four. Here's what stood out in June. We saw an increase in closings, but buyers are still getting great deals. In fact, 55% of sales last month included seller concessions, which is up from May. So even with more activity, sellers are still offering incentives to get deals done. And that means buyers still have a lot of leverage in this market. The other takeaway, prices. The median purchase price dipped slightly in June and went down $5,000, so the total $505,000. This is just under where we were at a year ago. But remember, this is metro-wide. This is all Maricopa County. So some cities and neighborhoods are actually up. And so really what we have is a hyper-local market. And that's why it's really important to work with someone who knows the area now better than ever. And just a quick story, you can take advantage of this. I just helped a buyer in Mason negotiate $5,000 off their purchase price, and they got closing costs covered by the seller. And here's the kicker. They used a lender program. So the lender covered their down payment. The seller covered the closing costs. They didn't have to bring in a big check to the closing table. Everything was covered by the seller and lender. And that's kind of an opportunity that's out there right now if you're working with the right team who knows the area and can help you with a concession. So another takeaway, inventory is up too. We have 42% more listings active this year than they were last year. And homes are staying on the market a bit longer, which that means more breathing room, especially for buyers. They have opportunity to negotiate. And so if you're a well-prepared buyer, this is a great window to make a move before the competition heats back up. And let's talk about mortgage rates. Earlier this week, we hit the lowest rate of 2025 so far. And the question I hear all the time is, well, when will rates finally come down? And the honest answer is no one knows for sure. But based on what we're seeing, my best guess is we're starting to see a slow decline beginning now. So if you bought a home without a temporary rate buy down in the last year or so, refinancing could be a smart move on the horizon. And if you're thinking about buying, rates falling later could mean more competition and fewer concessions. And honestly, when there's more competition, home prices tend to go up. So overall, if you're wondering about how all this applies to your exact situation, let's talk. Whether you're buying soon or just planning ahead, I'd be happy to help you map it out. And there's a lot happening now, but with the right plan, it can work in your favor. Start your home quest.